Hello, everyone. I hope you're doing really well during these real troubling times. My name is Murray Johnson, and I have the distinct pleasure of paying it forward in this checking in video series from CCI Toronto. And to make it extra special, I'm checking in with a very close friend of mine, somebody I haven't seen in ages, Sue Langlois. How are you, Sue?
Good, Murray. How are you doing?
Well, we're hanging in there, but I'll tell you, being home, I'm busier than I've ever been.
Yeah, I saw that you said something like that. I saw an email, I think, from you last week or the week before that was saying that kind of crazy times, eh? But you were going into the office still once or twice, I think.
I go in a half a day a week, just sign some checks, and then
Yeah.
everything from. You should see my office at home. I can't move my laptop here, but I got lighting systems and recording systems and video
Oh,
systems.
your mini studio. Cool.
That's it. Yeah, yeah. Anyway, listen, it's really good to see you. How are you and the family holding out during all of this lockdown?
Pretty good. Oh, pretty good. It's been a bit of an adjustment. I have four teenagers, and three of them are still in high school, so that's been a bit of an adjustment. Them doing their online learning and stuff, but I think they're coming along okay. For once, they're all on their devices doing homework.
Nobody's killed anybody yet.
No, not
No,
so
no.
far. Not so far.
Come close, I'll bet.
Yeah, no comment.
Sue, before all of this happened, with your business, did you notice and the communication programs you put together? I'm sure your job was going and visiting clients and talking to managers,
Mhm.
and now we're with all this self-isolation. How are you able to conduct business?
You know what? It's a virtual world. I think it's funny because I guess reaching out to different managers is probably happening a little bit more. Of course, it's always email, but and booking board meetings online. That's kind of a cool thing. But yeah, certainly it's strange. I'm not putting any mileage on my car. I guess that's a good thing. But yeah, it's kind of odd not to actually go out and visit people and see them in their environments. There's probably a little bit of a stress level with that with some, but it seems like everyone's managing okay.
Yeah, it looks like it anyway when we're talking to them online
Yeah,
like this. Yeah.
yeah,
Of course, we can't see what they're wearing and all that kind of
I
stuff.
know that's it. Yeah, so if everyone has pants on.
All the years we've known each other, I never really asked you about your business. I mean, I always assumed in the early days you were working from home, and then probably moved into an office.
Yeah.
You have an office now?
Well, we did, and then actually, probably I guess a couple of years ago, a year or two ago, we made it a virtual office. So we still have a place where we can go, and if we have to conduct board meetings or team meetings that we feel work better in person. But a lot of the times I'm at home. I was driving around everywhere anyway, so it didn't really make much sense. And everyone else we can reach quite easily. The whole job is done on computers for everyone involved. So. That was kind of cool. So we basically have a virtual office and a place to get our mail, and that's about it. So working from home is pretty normal to me.
You and I've known each other, what, maybe 14, 15 years
Oh yeah,
now.
long time.
Oh yeah, I know you're a real social butterfly. This must be cramping your style.
Oh, it's not so bad.
But after all those years you've been working from home, and I've always been in the office and interacting with senior staff and so forth, or in board meetings or AGMs. I'm not used to working from home. This is a new gig for me. Got any tips for me?
Yeah, actually, well, it's funny. I think the number one thing is to pretend you're not at home. And this was something that I adjusted to, way back when, and get up in the morning and literally pretend you're going to work. So go through the same motions, get up, get a shower, get dressed, go have your breakfast, and then sit down at your computer and treat it as if that's your workspace and that's where you are for the day. I know that if you don't do that, like there are days where I'll be like, oh, you before you've got your day started, you check those emails and it's like, oh, and then one thing leads into another. And I find that makes you feel like you're racing to catch up. I guess because you've never gone back to start your day properly. It's always in your head, like, I'm just doing this. I'm just going to do this. And then before you know it, it's noon. You've missed your breakfast. You haven't, you're still a mess. You're still in your PJs. Like, just bad. To me, and it's always get up and get dressed and be ready for the day, and then open those emails or start doing what you need to do. Because otherwise, yeah, I think it makes a bit of a mess of your
Yeah,
day.
we've got this little thing here at the house. I get up in the morning and say, okay, dear, give me a kiss. I'm off to work. And my office is downstairs, so I walk to work every day, and I haven't lost a pound.
Yeah, I know. Take it easy on the snack times. It's true. And the other thing is too, is that if there are people in your home, like your wife, or in my case, my husband, if he comes in at home, they have to remember that when you're in your home office, you're really at work. So it's not like, oh my gosh, hey, what do you want for dinner or something, or, clean out the dishwasher. I forgot to do that. It's easy to get sucked back into your home life. You got to kind of draw the parameters and go, while I'm here, it's as if I was at the office. That's where I am. I'm not really as available. Of course, if there's an emergency, someone's bleeding, okay.
Well, maybe.
Yeah, maybe depends. Well, where are you bleeding from? Yeah. So it's one of those things, like you sort of have to set the expectations with your family members as well. And that's been years in the making. I got used to that way long time ago when I first started, and then when I went to an office, and then realized, what? It's more efficient to go back to the home environment, and better for the clients too. We were able to offer digital notice at a better price because we didn't have that overhead.
Yeah,
so
true.
It's working great now.
I've always thought I needed to be at work, and I'm finding you're right. I do so much virtually. We've got this little thing at the end of the day. I holler upstairs and say, honey, I'm leaving work now. Do you want anything while I'm on the way home?
Yeah. Your pantry. You're just raiding your own pantry.
Yeah. And you're right. The gas mileage on the car is great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I heard on the radio yesterday that a lot of people are enjoying working from home now, and they're noticing, they're spending less money, because it's true. You're not going out for $10 coffees or lunches and stuff like that. So people are kind of enjoying it, and it gives a lot of employers the opportunity to see that work can really get done. I think there's still a lot of skeptical people out there that think, unless you're there the 9 to 5. To me, as long as you get the work done, I don't care if you're doing it at midnight, as long as it's coming in on time and getting up to the screens at a normal hour. Who cares? So
exactly. I think in our industry, of course, condominiums, I think boards are beginning to learn that too. You don't have to have the manager downstairs to get the job done.
That's right. Yeah. Now, I think it's still a good feeling for people to have a manager on site, probably, like that sense of there's somebody there in person to rely on. But certainly if their communication is good, it's not a problem. That presence is always there. So we've got a lot of calls for that.
Well, I was thinking about you, as I knew this checking in was coming up. And watching the news, I'm seeing that a lot of business owners are having a hard time. Are you doing okay?
Oh yeah, we're doing more than okay. We've been about probably 5 to 10 times busier as far as notice creation goes since COVID started. But it's funny because we run a flu campaign on all our clients. We do that in November. And then in February, I had heard something in the news about this coronavirus. What's coronavirus? So we did a little bit of research and said, you know what, maybe we should run this again. And we started doing that in February, at the beginning of February. So all through February, we were doing that campaign about the flu coronavirus facts. Here it is. There was one case in Canada at the time when we did that. And at the end of February, we took that down, going, we've probably driven people not enough crazy. What is this about the flu in February? And then boom, middle of March, it hit, and we had to go back, and we never stopped. It was crazy. It was nonstop, pummeling of information. But we broke it down so people could, adjust and gobble it up in smaller doses. And we've had great feedback. We've had a lot of calls coming in from people who are like, oh my gosh, we need a digital screen because our whole front door is plastered with paper notices. There was just so much information to share with people. And you would know yourself, like everything that a manager had to get out to people, such a massive amount in a very short time. So we were crazy busy, and glad to say, the business not being based on ad revenue is, I came up with that model years ago, and sort of a lone voice in the wind, but But now I think a lot of sad. It's sad that it has to be a situation like this,
Yeah,
but
right.
it's really hammered it home to a lot of board directors that communication is so important. We had one client say that they actually sent me a testimonial saying that we're a, it's been an essential service in keeping them COVID free over this time. So it warmed my heart. But
Well, yeah, well, I guess it is if you think about it.
yeah.
Communication is the key to success through this whole thing,
Mhm.
and you're all about the content. So
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, everything.
you're an
And
essential
we had,
service.
yeah, we had humor going to, like, everyone is in this together, and I think the communication plays a big part in setting the tone. It's not all doom and gloom,
Yeah,
and
true, true.
you got to be firm with people. There's always some people. One of the ones that's made me laugh kind of is people are jogging in the hallways. That seems to be a big thing. Like, really? And I'm like, I'm not even jogging around the block. But they have this. Yeah, that's the thing. I guess people want to get out, and if it was flat days, we had to do notices that common elements are not for jogging.
Well, it sounds good. Sounds like the family's doing well. You're doing
Yeah,
well. Business is doing well.
yeah,
Sue, it was great checking in with you.
yeah. You too. It's always fun.
Oh yeah, it's
Glad to see
great.
you in person again.
Yeah, we'll have to have our regular lunch with a nice cold beer. Yeah,
That's right. You
yeah.
got it.
For those of you watching, why not Skype or Zoom somebody that you know or that you haven't talked to in a while? Now's the time to do it. Sue, it's been great. See you soon, I hope.
Okay. Thanks. See you soon, Marie.
This is Tanya Halleck, the president of CCI Toronto. CCI Toronto can help your condo achieve social and financial success. Thank you for listening.